Welcome to MySci Unit 6 Mastering Mimicry. This is a first grade life science and engineering unit where students explore how people use plant structures as inspiration to design a campsite that can hold up to various challenges. Let's take a look into the unit at a glance. This unit covers several first grade life science standards about materials used to design a solution to a problem and using evidence to construct explanations of how young plants compared to adults. They also include developing models about structure and function, making observations about daylight during the year, and analyzing test results of design solutions. 5 of the standards are covered in all dimensions and 2 are partially addressed. All but 1 of the next generation science standards correspond to a Missouri Learning Standard listed in parentheses on this chart. If you'd like, take a moment to pause the video and review them. This unit is divided into 2 sections. Each section has a driving question, designed to reflect what we anticipate students would naturally ask through their learning process. Section 1 includes 5 lessons, where students learn more about the anchoring phenomenon. Plants can help humans solve problems. Section 2 includes 2 lessons. Those lessons address the anchoring problem. Children at a campsite need to be protected from weather and animals. Overall, the unit should take about 33 to 34 days to complete. The anchoring phenomenon for Section 1 is plants can help solve human problems. Students will explore the idea of biomimicry, that plants and nature can provide solutions to human problems. They are introduced to these ideas through a book about biomimicry and student discussion. Students investigate plant parts to figure out how plants use their structures to survive. The driving question for Section 1 is how can plant parts inspire human inventions? Students connect to the anchoring phenomenon by exploring various biomimicry examples and parts of plants. They are introduced to the concept of biomimicry and how it can be used to solve problems that humans face. Students then make observations with several investigations to identify plant parts and their functions. The section concludes as students compare plant parts as they grow and seasons change. They determine how plants change and how young plants are alike, but not identical to their parents. Through the storyline in Section 1, students gain an understanding of these standards-based big ideas. Seeds have external structures that protect their insides, and sprouts come from seeds. Seed structures can be used to transport seeds. Seeds of the same kind grow plants of the same kind, and the plants are similar but not identical. Sprouts come from seeds, and the first parts they grow are roots, stems, and leaves. Roots, stems, and leaves all have important jobs. Flowers of a plant are used to attract bugs and protect plants. Fruits of a plant carry the seeds. Young plants are very much, but not exactly, like their parents. The anchoring problem for Section 2 is children at a campsite need to be protected from weather and animals. Students apply their knowledge of plant structures and their functions to design a better campsite. They use the engineering design cycle to make and test design solutions that can withstand the elements. The driving question for Section 2 is how can we use biomimicry from plants to help protect a campsite? In this section, students connect to the anchoring problem by considering plant parts and their functions to engage in the engineering design cycle. Students will use what they now know about plant parts to develop, model, and test solutions to their campsite problem. Then, teams will compare their solutions and share thoughts and ideas. The section concludes as students use data from their tests and feedback from peers to design a final campsite solution, which each team will then present. We'd love to hear about the designs your class develops. Through the storyline of Section 2, students gain an understanding of these standards-based big ideas. Technology can be inspired by plants and animals to help solve problems. Plant parts can be used as inspiration to design a more stable campsite. Some plant parts might work better than others. And plant parts can be used as inspiration to design a stable campsite solution. Section 2 should take about 10 days to complete. Our team here at MySci hopes you and your students enjoy mastering mimicry and engaging in the creation and refinement of real-world solutions. We look forward to your feedback. Happy MySciencing!